Oh Violet, DC, and the Kiazii Collective. Dive into DC's up-and-coming music scene with me and my good friend, Z. ¿Hablas español? Echa un vistazo a nuestros episodios del The Keyhole podcast en YouTube y Patreon para ver nuestros subtítulos permanentes en español. Hey, all right, y'all. We're here. We're at our street studios. This is the Keyhole. Thank you for coming in and seeing us again on another episode. All that's gonna stay in there, especially on that raw cut.
Hey, that's cool. I'm fine with it.
Stay.
I'm cool with it.
But yeah, thank you for joining us for another episode. I have the lovely artist Z here. We're here in the space that he manages.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I'm a manager.
And I'm so excited to be talking to you. A little backstory on how Z and I met. We met at a fashion show. I came into the fashion show by way of Tiana and walking for her, and then ended up walking for Jemiah. But yeah, I saw Z the first day. Was that the first day or like the second time I came back? I don't know. I think
it was the second time because it was on the elevator, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the day of the show.
Yes. Yeah. No, but I saw you before.
Really?
I did. I think I saw you in like the sewing room. I saw him at some point.
Probably so. Oh wait, yeah.
I saw you at some point, and I was like, Tiana, who's that? He looks real cool. Who's that? Who's that? I was like, oh, okay, he's cute. Yeah, like I was pumped up. I was super pumped.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I remember because Tiana and I went to go get Chick-fil-A, and when we were driving past you, and I was like, there he goes. It's like, there's that guy. There's that guy. And in the fashion show, I was like, nah, I gotta like get his contact just for something. I don't know what, but for something. So I ended up getting your contact and your Instagram and everything. Trying to put you on path with Akio. Shout out to Akio.
Shout out.
We already filmed his episode. Y'all can go check that out. Okay, I might have to put a little clip. Insert clip. Right insert there. Clip. Production post.
Right.
It's me. Insert a clip. But yeah, I'm super duper excited, and I'm ready to get into the podcast interview.
Same. It's also cool to now know the backstory.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I know you were like, why does this girl want to talk to me?
No. Honestly, like, I'm never like that because that's just naturally me. Like, I think I get it from like my grandparents, but they like to just talk to people. I do the same thing, especially in recent years. So
yeah. We getting old now.
Man, what?
Don't
say that. Man. Don't say that, man.
We getting old.
Don't say that.
No,
we ain't getting old. We getting older.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is.
You would know before I get into the nitty gritty. So I remember when I was younger, and like my parents would go to church and stuff like that, and they'd be talking after church for hours, talking. And I used to be like, bro, I really want to go home. Like, I don't even want to do this right now. That's me. Yeah. Like, I'm the person at the grocery store talking to some random person I met for 3 hours. And I'm like, I'm so glad I don't got no kids right now because they'd be sick of me.
Man, what?
They'll be like, girl, now you got to get me McDonald's. Right. Now you got to get me a treat because I haven't been here. But going into the podcast, I like to ask everybody, what's your origin story? How did you come to be? How did you come into your artistry? How did you get to this point?
So, let's see my origin story.
Yes.
So, born and raised, DC.
Yeah.
Came up on the South Side, specifically over there between Oxon Hill and also in the Anacostia area, like bouncing back and forth. But yeah, grew up in DC, went to school in DC. I played sports like when I was younger. So I was really big into baseball. So like from like, I think I want to say like first grade all the way up until
I was young.
8th. Like I played baseball every year, just about. It was cool.
That's
but
crazy.
then
I didn't know y'all had the land for that. Like baseball, you need more land, more space.
You'll be surprised. I mean, also the thing is like you kids. So like kids ain't about to smack the shit like too far. It's like, yeah. So you don't need too much land.
Okay.
But yeah, I did that and then went to high school. Kind of went through the whole like teenage phase, which is like rebellion. So wasn't really into sports that much. Started getting more into music, even though that was always something that I was heavily into, just arts in general.
Yeah.
But started getting into music. Excuse me. Starting getting into music in high school, and then senior year. Senior year, I started a band, or more specifically, I was in music class, and the music teacher, shout out Mr. Hatler, who actually has the same birthday as me, funny enough. But he started this thing called the After School Rock Band Club. And essentially, it was just an after school club where students, most of them were students that took his music class,
Yeah.
um, could come in after school, start a band, and then do like small little performances around the school and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Come on, Jack Black. Come on, School of
right,
Rock.
School of
Yeah.
Rock, School of
Yeah.
Rock type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I did that, and then a good homie of mine, and my drummer to this day, shout out Darnell. We were in that, and then it was like 2, 3 other kids that was in it with us. And it's funny, like for me, sometimes life do feel like a TV show, and that was one of those
Yeah.
moments because it was like it was 2 bands. It was the A band and the B band. And I was in the A band. But like the chemistry that the band had was just so good that we were like the favorite band. So we were doing different performances and stuff like that throughout the school, like talent shows. We played at lunch one time. And then after I graduated from high school, I was just like, damn, like I like this feeling.
Yeah.
So went to college out in Laurel. My drummer, he went there with me as well.
Yeah.
And we went there for about a year. Well, him a year, me 2 years. And it was one of those situations where you at college, but you're not ready for college. So it's
Understand.
like you just around
Right.
freedom type shit.
Right.
So we was like, it. We got kicked out of that school, and
Not
then
wait. Don't lie over that.
well, actually,
Don't
okay,
lie.
okay. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's
He
not as
just
bad.
said,
It's not
he
as
said
bad
we
as it
got
sounds.
kicked out of school. Like.
It's more dramatic than it sounds, but
Okay.
I mean, it sounds more dramatic than it is.
Okay.
But essentially, for me, it was just an academic thing.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't really applying myself in school
Yeah.
type shit. And then for him, he just didn't like the school, so he left slightly before I did. But anyway, we came back to the city, and we was like, all right, we're gonna do a band. So we found this spot in the city, over on North Capitol Street, actually down the street from here, and they rent out practice room. So we did that. We got cool with like one of the old managers there, and then from there we formed a band, and that was like 2017. So it was like
Yeah.
all black punk band essentially.
Yeah.
We played a few shows. Oh my gosh, I look back at all that stuff and cringe because we made some music. It's growing pains. That's what it is, growing pains. I feel like every artist know about growing pains. Like
You look back on stuff, you're like, God, what was I on?
yeah, it's like
0 out of 10.
it's like looking back at a middle school yearbook picture. Like it's like I can't.
That was me.
Right.
That was me.
Right.
You sure?
So did that 2017 till about 2018ish, and then that band broke up, and then 2019 I started the current band that I am in called Old Violet, and
Clips.
clips.
Production.
But I started that band, and then pandemic hit. We stayed strong.
Okay.
I was working at Tangent, but I was working at the studio that I was just talking about earlier,
Yeah.
where we used to practice at. And during the pandemic, like because nobody was able to like leave their houses too much, it was kind of cool because I had the whole studio to myself at certain times because I had the key.
Yeah.
So I would practice there with the band, and yeah, we were able to survive the pandemic on like a lot of like groups.
Yeah.
Like I feel like because stuff got hard, like a lot of bands, at least that I knew around the time, like ended up breaking up, like having to do their own stuff. So that happened, and then 2022, we got our current guitarist Zoe. That's the homie. Me and him. Funny enough, me and him met because we were both working at this vegan shop over near DuPont Circle, and the owner was this white dude, and I only say that because the owner was this white dude, and at the time before Zoe came, I was working there, and he knew that I had a band.
Yeah.
And so me being a black dude into music, I guess Zoe told him in his interview that he also played guitar.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, oh, like, you guys should talk. Like, you guys are just like each other. And it was just like, it happened to work, but it was like, low key, we were just like some of the only 2 black people working there, like, type shit. So,
like, y'all cousins.
like, that's what it, man, the amount of times
y'all related, right?
The amount of times that mixed both of our names up, and we don't even look alike. I'm like, come on, Toy. Like, I am not him. He is not me. Come on, what we doing? What we doing?
Okay, you know what he on.
Right.
You know what he on.
So we did that. Zoe joined the band, and the rest has been history. Like, now I'm here at our street. Been working here for about 3 years as an engineer and a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I got new things on the horizon, which are pretty cool as well. So,
talk about that.
Oh, I mean, well, I can't say too much because I can't, because you don't want to block the blessings.
Right.
But
some haters out there.
Hey, I mean, yeah, it is, but I don't.
Sprinkles on your stuff,
man.
Why?
Honestly, I don't even care. I ain't gonna say I don't care about the haters because everybody care about the haters.
Right.
But at the same time, like, don't hate.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like at least that's one of the benefits of growing up when we grew up. Because you said you're 28, right?
Yeah.
Just turning, or you about to turn 29?
I'm February 5th.
Okay, so 97?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So I feel like growing up, being from 1997, like, you kind of got accustomed to like the online trolling and the hate type.
Right.
So it's like online is gonna have an opinion.
Right.
Like,
right.
And you just gotta filter it out. Like, embrace for it.
Yeah.
So it's not even that. It's just I don't want to block the blessings. I feel like too often when you say the stuff that's occurring or about to occur,
that's me.
Right? And I had to learn
it'll
that.
fall through you like,
right?
I almost had it. Like,
bruh, that's me. Like,
yeah.
I had to, honestly, I just recently had to learn to stop doing that. That's the only reason. And it's been working out pretty fine, but yeah, just good things on the horizon. That'd be cool. But what I can talk about is I don't know when this will come out, but I'm having an event May 24th, and that's something that's gonna be cool too.
Oh yeah, talk about the collective. It's not gonna come out May 24th because
That's cool.
I'm harvesting interviews.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
But talk about the collective anyway, because just so they know, and then if y'all in DC,
wink,
there's another event going on. You can tap in, tap into that. Okay, right.
But okay, so the collective, we're called Kiazii, Kiazii. And essentially, our slogan is a collective for the artists who teeter between confidence and arrogance. And part of that stems from, funny enough, what we was just talking about like haters and people hating. Like, for me, the philosophy developed out of the idea that you can't necessarily quell your light because of fear of other people hating or not everybody not liking it, rather.
Right.
So I feel like with Kiazii, one of the initiatives of starting it and putting it together was to provide a safe space for artists to really feel like they did it.
Yeah.
Like, it's too many places where it's like you feel like you did shit, and then there's somebody that's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you doing too much."
Right.
Where it's like, here, nah, like, if you good, like, if you own your shit, you own your shit.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I feel like it also embodies the ethos of positive competition.
Yeah.
I feel like competition, or the word competition, has become such a negative thing that people try to stay away from it. But it's like, instead of being competitive, everybody, at least what I see, a lot of people are pretending to like each other when they don't. And that's resulting in a lot of stuff not getting done. Because it's like, if you really like somebody and you got the chemistry, then stuff will work.
Yes.
But see, you feel me? Like, but if everybody, or if more people was just more openly honest about the fact that I want to be the best, and I'm putting in the work to be the best.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to be the best you got to tear somebody else down.
Right.
Like, then you'll just have a room full of people trying to be the best. And if you're trying to be the best, you'll understand that working with other people with that mindset will get you way further as a community and as an individual.
Absolutely.
So that's basically what the collective is. We have a multi medium of artists. So we have a lot of rappers, singers. In a sense, we're kind of expanding to photographers as well. And ultimately, the overarching goal with the collective is to turn it into its own independent multimedia art label that essentially can provide a level of sustainable or sustainability to the industry that is within DC, or at least the DMV.
Yeah.
Where it's like, in theory, you could come to Kiazii as a rapper, singer, music artist. You can come to Kiazii as a photographer, and you will always have work.
Yeah,
Like it's that circle, because it's like artists are like music artists are always going to want some type of headshots or promo photos.
Right.
So
Makeup
therefore,
done,
right?
fashion.
So therefore, everyone will still stay like in work and
Yeah.
essentially creating its own economy. So
Okay,
yeah.
yes. Yes, I completely agree on that.
Thank you.
And excuse me, pardon me. I think that's something that was definitely missing when I was in LA. We were talking about when I was in LA off cam. But having that collective, having that, like the same way you and I talked, and when I met Akio, you came to my mind immediately. I was like, oh my gosh, I just met this young man. Okay. I remember you stuck out to me because the outfit that you had on that day, I was like, that is hard. That is a 10. It was like a black and white theme. I remember you had on like a sweater and like a white shirt.
Yeah.
And he was bopping around. I was like, that is hard. I got to put him in the back of my mind. And me being able to link you in and tap you in, that is in and of itself a form of artistry that I really enjoy. It's just being able to be like, oh shoot, you do this, man. I know, and they do XYZ ABC. Like, reach out to them, talk to them, tell them I sent you, blah 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 blah. I feel like not a lot of that is going on, and now with social media, there's even less of that safe space because we're moving away from. I feel like it's been happening for some years now, but we're moving away from acknowledging people with real talent, and we're moving into acknowledging people just by the way of numbers. And
okay, I agree.
And I say that in the sense of, I'm gonna tell a little story time, and it's not about anybody in particular. I'm just telling a story time.
Okay.
So I remember I went on this audition for a film, and went to the audition, and they had us go in pairs. I might have to pull the story out depending on what they tell me, because I'm still waiting to hear the casting for this particular film.
Okay.
So depending on what the casting is and what they say, if I'm gonna be there, I might not drop the story, but I might not let this see the public yet.
Right.
But have me going with another young lady. She's probably about 35 or something like that. And we went in and we did the audition together, and they had us read two parts. I read one, she read the other, then we flipped. And keep that in mind. Keep in mind that later on, after the audition, I was talking to her and I was like, "Oh my gosh, how'd you find this audition and stuff like that?" She said, "Oh yeah, I found it on I'm crying at the picture. Oh yeah, I found it on Instagram." She said they found me on Instagram and asked me to come out and audition. I was like, okay, so right during the audition, she couldn't read the lines.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? She you know how you got that bad kid in middle school and they get called on and they like, did this it is the
that kid that take like 20 minutes in like the popcorn reading session. Yeah.
It was very bad.
I see.
It was very bad. And it just that type of stuff makes me feel very comfortable about where I'm at in terms of like social media or lack thereof or whatever, what have you, is the fact that, yeah, I might have a little bitty bit of followers, but when I come in the room, just know I'm skilled and I know what I'm doing.
Right.
As opposed to me having a whole bunch of followers, y'all done scouted me out, and I get to the audition and I can't even read.
Yeah.
That's what, like,
yeah.
That just really sat with me because but it's there's also home team advantage, unfair advantage because I'm a writer. So I feel like when I act, it comes from a different headspace where I'm when I'm reading a script, I read a script to figure out what the storyline is and what you're trying to convey by way of the storyline. Because it's really, yes, it's about the words, but it's more so about the emotion and whatever morals or ideologies or principles you're trying to talk to and talk about and cover in the scene, in the film as a whole, so on and so forth. So I remember the first line they had me read was, "What the was that about?" So I was in my bag. I was like, all right, shit. So I said, what the was that about? I was there.
So what was the emotion that you had to convey with that?
With that one, it was a man and his wife arguing. So I was playing the
That sounds fun as
you
shit.
feel me? So I was playing the husband in the scene. And so I was like, what the was that about? I was in my bag. And so imagine I hit her with that, and then she hit me with the
No.
and they were being a shout out to the production team. They were being so gracious with her, and they let her read it like 3 times, 4 times.
You think she was nervous? You think it's just she can't? Yeah.
And I'm saying she wasn't necessarily nervous because she did not give me that, and she came on in a full leather. She had leather pants, leather boots, and the leather top on. So that's not telling me you're nervous. That's you telling me, you know what I'm saying, big business. You coming in here, you got your stuff on.
Right.
You ready to go.
Right. I see.
You know what I mean?
I see.
The
I see what you
outfit's
mean.
not telling me you're nervous.
Right.
But maybe the spirit behind the outfit is a little bit nervous. But that shit, and the reason I say she wasn't nervous is because she would read it like 3, 4, 5. So I'm like, and every single time I gotta hit her with it. What the was that about? And eventually, I'm really asking, like, girl, what the fuck
you
was
doing?
that
Like,
about?
get it together. Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like people need to be cognizant of that, where it's like you can have a whole bunch of followers and you can be a 5-minute guru and you were on Twitter researching and now you know everything. You can do all that. But at the end of the day, raw talent, raw emotion, raw artistry is always going to shine through and it's always going to pop out more so than anything.
Oh, most definitely. I agree.
Anything.
Like, it's like you said, like the conversation that we was having before we started rolling. But like, yeah, like the followers and stuff, you could buy those. Like, it's easy. I ain't gonna say it's the easiest, but it's easy to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's people out here all the time that's probably making music and spending like 30 racks on promoting their music just to get X amount of streams to then get a return on that. But that don't even be working for real, for real.
Absolutely.
Like, if you got the talent, then you could pull it out at any time.
Yeah.
And I feel like with social media, we always forget that there is a world outside of it. Or rather, the two worlds aren't as connected as we think they are.
Exactly.
So it's like, I find like there are a lot of people like you where it's like they don't got the most followers, but like they making the bigger moves in real life. Like, but the people with the followers,
trying my best.
Like, yeah, I mean,
I'm trying my best.
and I feel like it's working. Like, I don't know you like that, but I feel like it's working. Like seeing you do this, like this podcast and this interview right here, and then just hearing all the stuff you got going on, it's working because it starts with the mentality and the mindset. Yeah. Like, and you definitely got that. Like, thanks. You got it.
Thank you.
But yeah, too many people be looking at this shit like it's sports, and it's not sports. Like the competitiveness is there like sports.
Yes.
But the statistics, no.
No.
Like metrics are kind of dumb. Like it makes sense to keep things organized, but like the fact that we're still relying on certain metrics that really haven't been applicable since like was selling CDs.
Come on, yeah.
It's like no.
Yeah.
So
ooh, talk about that CD era and how people are still stuck in it because it reminds me of that one TikTok and it's like you gotta think big. You gotta think big. You think it's small. You gotta think big. It reminds me of that. For instance, right? Another story time.
Okay.
Y'all will come to realize I'm very full of stories. I've lived an eventful 28 years. So I went to pole class with my friend. And as we were leaving to walk to a restaurant, this is out in Baltimore. Leaving to walk to a restaurant, we walked past the stand. And he's selling oils and hats and clothes and all this other kind of stuff. And real cool guy, really nice. We get this information, we exchange, blah, 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 blah. It's sweet, it's smooth. So I get his number because I'm like, oh my gosh, like you sell clothes, like that's dope. Just trying to keep him in mind. And at that point, I was trying to keep him in mind in terms of like, oh, like if he ever wants a model, I'm gonna pitch it, see where it goes. This is prior to me signing on as co-producer for an upcoming project that hopefully I can talk to you guys about a little later. So that same day, we go to that restaurant, my friend and I, and it's called Terra Cafe. If you ever in Baltimore, go to Terra Cafe. The food is fire. They got vegan options, and I really love the space because it's a performing arts space on top. Yes, it's a performing arts space on top of. That's why I was asking if you're ever going to expand out and go out to like Baltimore and like.
I mean, honestly,
stuff.
Not to cut you off
No,
because I'm fucking with your story time.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, what's next?
Right.
But like, yeah, to answer that question, we do plan on expanding out. Like,
okay,
at least O Violet is right now.
Yeah.
Like Kiazii is still getting his footprint in the sand at DC right now.
Yeah.
But O Violet, we're planning on expanding out. Actually, a few months ago, what is it, May? Yeah, a few months ago, we just played a show in Baltimore at this spot called Only Vibes. Honestly, it's just a matter of finding
spaces.
the places and finding who's the talent out there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but we down to expand. Like,
yeah. No, I gotta when we get off camera, I gotta link you up with Terra Cafe.
Okay, bet.
Really dope spot. They sell amazing food. It's a bar in there, so they have drinks, and I really like the space because it's indoor outdoor. So they have the indoor space where literally that day every Thursday night they have a jazz session. So they got a jazz man come out and they perform live, and they got drums and bass and guitar and everything and all that, and they do the live performance. But they also have on that outdoor space, they also have like a gallery area where you can showcase like artworks and canvases and portraits. It's a really black owned spot, of course. A black couple owns it. Shout out to Chef TD. That's his spot, and he has his wife has another spot where she sells like holistic stuff. It's very nice. Okay, we all about that kind of stuff. Buy local.
How long has it been there?
Terra Cafe's been there a good little minute. Okay. Because I'm just catching on to it. But remember, I was in LA for 3.5 years, so right. I feel like I just got back out.
Okay.
But that spot, I really liked that spot because when I saw it, one, I asked him, and it just so happened that the owner was there that day. I asked him about filming because you know my background is in film, and I was thinking about my friend Izzy that is shooting movies and short films, and I was like, oh shoot, like we can use this space as like a filming space and have some scenes shot in here. But it's also a really good space for like fashion shows. Because they have the indoor space where people can walk out, and then the indoor space and the outdoor space are connected. You can walk outside, have the models run back upstairs and all this other kind of stuff, or have them close off that gallery space, have all the models housed with all the clothes, have them do a walkthrough, come down and come back into that gallery space to change. So I was thinking about all of that, and then the guy that I met, the vendor on the street, I thought of him. And I was like, oh shoot, buddy, like, because I'm like a child when it comes to art and like baking. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I get an idea and I'm like, like
I relate. I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you gotta get it out. It's like it's almost like a manic state.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like you can host like a fashion show, like all this other kind of stuff. And he was just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, buddy, like, you know, you can kind of like host a fashion show, and he sells in Baltimore and New York. And I'm like, oh, so you got like an audience, you can run a fashion show. And he was talking about wanting to switch from selling in person and vending in person to online. Perfect. Host a fashion show, let niggas see your shit. And you put up some videos, put up something on YouTube, let niggas know that you sell clothes. And that's something that, depending on the traction, it can just run itself. Because I'm all about the business aspect of art, especially now that I've been to LA and I'm coming back over to the East Coast. Black people need to get into that business aspect of art. And understanding the technical aspect of art and the money and the investment and how to flip a bag. How to, okay, I got $1,000 that I can push out. How can I turn this 1,000 into 5,000? You know what I mean? And he just wasn't with it. He was like, "Nah, I'm cool with selling on the street." And I was like, "Okay." Like, I just had to kind of let that go.
Yeah.
And then part 2 to that story, right? So I was interested in our full-length episodes. Head over to Patreon and support us directly at the Keyhole Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on socials at keyhole.thepod. And if you're feeling real sweet, you can follow me at simply.zakia. Síguenos en las redes sociales @keyhole.thepod y sígame si te sientes dulce @simply.zakia. No juegues conmigo. Te amo. Hasta pronto. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Keyhole Podcast with me and my very special guest Z, okay? So we got some stuff for you to follow when it comes to Z. So you guys can follow Z's personal page at ZIIOVK, okay? That's the personal page. Now, if you want to start to get snazzy with it, you can follow me on this one. You can follow O Violet's official band page on Instagram, okay? O Violet Band. Because remember, Z is the lead vocalist for O Violet. See, we trying to wrap it all up in one. O Violet's Instagram is OHVIOLETOFFICIAL. O Violet Official. That's their band page. Now, if you are in the DC area or you are looking to come to the DC area, okay? If you are looking for some event curation, if you're looking for some artist development, then you can hit up Kiazii Collective. Hit up the Kiazii Collective. Reach out to them. They can help you guys with planning some events, hosting some things, a lot of music, a lot of talent, a lot of art going on. It's beautiful. The Instagram for Kiazii Collective is at KIAZI_PUBLIX. Kiazii_Publix. That is the Instagram. And you guys can also check out O Violet's latest album, their first album really, titled T, okay? And my personal songs that I would recommend are LNL, 2 Months, and Starfire. Go ahead and holler at me about those, okay? And speaking of O Violet, we are going to dedicate this episode to O Violet. And question of the day is, you guys, I want you to go to the O Violet album, listen to the O Violet album, and then I want you to tell me in the comment section, what is your favorite song on the album, okay? That is the question of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. So great, so blessed, so honored to be here with you guys. And remember, sound off in the comments about those favorite songs for me, okay? Gracias por estar aquí. Hello. And I'll talk to you guys soon and hear from you guys soon. Bye.